How you doing, guys? This is my contest entry video for Celluloid Terror. He just recently hit 500 subs. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description box, so go ahead and check him out. There's still time in his contest. I think it's like 2 weeks, so be sure to get your entries in. He's got some really cool prizes. Alright, I'm going to go on to the questions now. He had 4 questions. The first one's kind of a two-part question, and it's basically, which film do you think should have a Blu-ray release that doesn't, and which company should be the one to release it? So I'm going to go with the Poughkeepsie tapes. This film isn't even released on video at all. It did have an on-demand release through DirecTV last year, and I think that's where most of these copies are floating around. This is a film I've wanted to see for a very long time. This is basically a mockumentary, and it's about this serial killer that's been killing people in the town of Poughkeepsie who they didn't really were able to catch. But they did find like hundreds of boxes of videotapes of the killings. So this is like a really cool mockumentary type thing, probably the best of its kind that I've ever seen. So like there's interviews with, like, you know, the police and stuff like that, and the FBI and some of the victims' families and other people that lived in the city. This is a really cool movie. It is very dark, but it's not really over the top. It doesn't dwell too much on the torture porn aspect. Like, I don't know why this film hasn't been released on video. The director has gone on to make other films like Quarantine and As Above, So Below, which I think he probably wouldn't have got those jobs if he hadn't made this movie. But I think this movie should be released, and the company that I'd like to see release it would be Synapse. I think they're a really cool company. They're like a local company in my area. They're in I think Novi, Michigan. I always like their stuff. They do really good stuff, and I think they'd be really cool to see a release from them. So my first answer is the Poughkeepsie tapes, released through Synapse. Alright, next up, the next question was, who was your favorite person you ever met at a horror convention? And I'm going to go with Ben Chapman. And Ben Chapman played the creature from the Black Lagoon. There was some controversy with it because there was 2 actors that technically played the creature. Ben Chapman had all the scenes on the land, and Rico Browning, he did the scenes in the water. But for a while there, Rico wasn't really signing the proper pictures. Like, he was signing pictures of Ben Chapman, and like Ben used to always say, "That's not me, that's Rico," whenever he would someone would give him a picture of the creature in the water. But he did sign this for me. The second time I met him 4 times. 2 of the times I spent like hours with him. He is a really great guy. He would like fly in from Hawaii to either Pittsburgh or Ohio, and he was just on. Like, you know, most people would be exhausted, but somehow, even in the 70s, he would still be on. He was always great to his fans. He was never down, even when he probably wasn't feeling 100%. He was a really great guy. Unfortunately, he passed away in February 2008. But I do miss seeing him at the conventions, on the convention circuit. So, for my second answer for the question is Ben Chapman. Alright, now the third question that he had was, what is your favorite collection within your collection? And I'm going to go with my collection of Video Watchdog magazines. I used to really live and die by these things. These magazines are really good for telling you what has the best release on video. Now it's, you know, DVD and Blu-ray, but at the time there was a lot of like videotapes back in the old days that were subpar, had really bad transfers and stuff. Sometimes even TV prints that were used instead of the theatrical prints. And this magazine was really great in telling you, like, hey, don't get this released or whatever. Used to buy these all the time. Not so much so now because you know, I got you guys here on YouTube and I can have you guys tell me, but I still like, you know, physical media. This is one of my favorite issues of Video Watchdog. This one came out back around the time before Anchor Bay released their Ultimate Edition of Dawn of the Dead, and this one talks about the various versions, the 3 versions of Dawn of the Dead. And this is the 50th anniversary issue, 50th release, you know, of Watchdog. All right. So last up, the question was, what is your favorite movie poster? And I'm going to go with Grizzly. I actually saw this in the theater back when I was a young child. My uncle took me to see this. Really love this movie. And the cool thing about this poster, with the young forest ranger and with the giant grizzly bear behind her, this scene is actually kind of in the movie. Of course, it's not as cool as what it looks on the poster, but I really love this poster. Artwork, well, it's not really the poster, it's the DVD, but you know, this is such a great film. So guys, I guess that's it. Be sure to subscribe to Celluloid. He's got a really cool channel, does great reviews, great unboxings, and update videos. As always, the link will be in the description box. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you all later.